Hi guys, and welcome to another Thoughtscapes. I'm really excited about this video because I've been wanting to shoot this video for a very long time, and it is my top 5 favourite TV shows of this season. I've had too much sugar or something today. And guys, before I forget, please subscribe to my channel if you like this content. Also give it a thumbs up. And I just want to thank you guys because I've been getting so much love and support through YouTube, through my Instagram, and I am just super grateful because without you guys, I probably wouldn't have that much of a desire to just keep doing this. But you guys give me so much motivation, you give me ideas, you come to me with problems, you come to me with questions, and it all inspires the content of my videos. So thank you very much. And please feel free to keep communicating, letting me know what you want me to talk about. And if you have any critiques or tips for my content, I'm all ears. I'm here. I'm listening. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to develop. I'm trying to grow. So like most 30-year-olds, long gone are the evenings where I used to spend at bars, clubs, restaurants that I couldn't afford for things like paleo diets, self-help books, podcasts, and obviously lounging around in my living room watching TV shows. Oh, and snacks. And when I say watching TV shows, I specifically mean binge watching TV shows. I'll let you into a little secret about me. I am an all or nothing type of gal. I go from 0 to 100. There's not much in between. And if I like something, I like it like full force. And same applies with my TV shows. If I like it from the first 2 episodes, man, I will try and watch the series within 24 to 48 hours. I just go ham. I will be watching it from 7 a.m. to 2 a.m. in the morning. Like, it's crazy. I have to stop myself sometimes. And I come out of my day or 2 hibernation and like, man, my hair, my eyes, it looks like I have been through some kind of torture. Anyway, you know, the only thing that stops me binge watching a series straight through, i.e. back to back, is that I have to go to work. If I didn't have to go to work, dude, you know I'm just going to be sat on that couch just consuming a TV show. And I'm going to let you in on a very embarrassing secret. Now, I have calculated the amount of hours I have spent watching these TV shows in the past maybe 2.5, 3 months. Oh, are you ready for this? 49 hours! 49 hours of my life watching these TV shows. That's over 2 days. 2 solid days I've spent watching TV shows. Do you know what I could have done in those 2 days? Something more productive at least. But look, you can judge me. I still think, even though there's a part of me that's torn and just keeps niggling at me saying, look, you needed to have done something more productive. What are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? I still think it was time well spent because my attention span is so short nowadays, and if I can find something that keeps my attention baited for more than an hour, like, I am all for it. These shows have made me laugh, they've made me cry, they've made me scream out at the TV in frustration, they have left me in awe, they've just made me go through a cycle of emotions, and if that's not entertainment, then I don't know what is. So here are my 5 top TV shows of this month. Don't worry, there are no spoilers in this. I'm not going to give anything away. I'm just going to outline what the TV shows are about and why I like them. Also, they're not in any ranked order, so here are my 5. Number 1, Handmaid's Tale.
Name is Alfred, and I intend to survive.
Oh my days. That's all that needs to be said about this TV show. That's it. Oh my days. That is how this TV show left me feeling when I watched the final episode. I was just like, Actually, that's probably an emotion or a statement that I made throughout watching that season. Episode after episode of like, what the heck is happening? And just to boost this TV show a little bit more, you know, it just won an Emmy. That's how good it is. I started this season on a Saturday afternoon and I finished watching it on a Sunday evening. I did do some stuff in between, not that much. That just kind of goes to show you how much I enjoyed it because you know, if I finished it really quickly, it's indicative of how good the season is. I'll stop banging on about how good it is. What is it all about? It's set in a dystopian society in the future where certain members of society are downtrodden and oppressed. And when I say certain members, I mean specifically women. In today's world, there's all these different groups of people in society that have a cause. What I'm trying to say is it's even more extreme than society today, where the disparity between certain groups of people, there are definitely like an upper class in that society, and there's very much a lower slave downtrodden class that's always being stepped upon and being oppressed. It's really graphic, always shocking, but what lifts and what carries this TV show is the women are the protagonists, and their spirit to try and fight the oppression, to overcome things, to overcome their abusers is uplifting. At moments you're like, oh, are they going to be able to do it? Are they going to get away with it? No, they, It's like an underdog story, but I'm not going to say whether the underdog wins, so there's a bit of mystery for you. And you're there rooting for all these women, but there are so many snakes in the grass throughout the whole thing. You're left with this feeling of like, who can I trust? You as a viewer are just left guessing all the time. Second TV show is Insecure.
Why ain't you married? I'm breaking up with him tonight. No, you're not.
Now, I watched both seasons 1 and 2 in 2 days. And the great thing about this TV show is episodes are about 35 minutes on average, so they don't take up that much time. This show is my jam. Why? Because I can totally relate. It follows the dating lives of a group of black 20 going on 30 somethings in LA. And the way I've described it to friends is these group of people are like trashy trying to be classy, or trashy trying to be classy. Yeah, so it rhymes. Gotta do it with the American accent, you know. That are trying to figure their way through life. And I think that's how I feel being 30, and I think that's what your 30s as a decade is basically gonna be, trying to figure your way through life, kind of stumbling and fumbling, pretending you're an adult when really you're crumbling inside. The characters in it, they know what's good for them, they know what the right decision is, but they still most of the time go against it. It's like so awkward and frustrating as like you the viewer, because you know, oh, they should not be doing that, but you can totally relate, or I can at least, because in one sense you're like, they shouldn't be doing that, but then in another you can totally see yourself making the same mistake. It's like full of awkward moments, car crash decisions, like cringe-worthy scenes. But you know what? It probably represents 90% of what dating looks like nowadays for a millennial. Just think, lots of Tinder, exes, hookups, what was I thinking moments, and lots of pettiness. And I love a bit of petty. Oh, and plus the bonus to this TV show is like the music. I'm into that kind of music. I'm into like dope music. This TV show has me like Shazamming all the time. I'm like, oh, what's this? Beep, Shazam. My Shazam on my phone is on standby because some tunes come up. Number 3 is Narcos, season 3 specifically. Watching Narcos will just leave you feeling like a badass. You feel like you're one of the cartel members, one of the dons. It's basically about the drug cartels in the late 80s, early 90s, and the attempts of the authorities to crack down on these drug cartels. And what I love about this TV show is that it's one big cat and mouse story. Tom and Jerry, but a little bit more elaborate. The police are chasing the drug cartels, and the drug cartels are getting away with it, but then they get their revenge on certain things. And within the drug cartel community, I guess I'd describe it, they are fighting with each other. It's not just one drug cartel that's involved, it's like many drug cartels who are vying for power. So it's a power struggle, not just between typically good guys, i.e. the police and the authorities, and bad guys, the drug cartels. Even within the drug cartel world, you have your favorites. Even the police, you kind of question where their loyalties lie. Now, I really loved season 1 and 2, and I was wondering where they would take this season, because I thought it would kind of pan out by now, but actually they've got a good storyline which I didn't expect, and it still kept me fixated to the TV for the whole season. Season 3 is still intriguing, it's still brutal, it still has that Latin sensuality about it. all the good components of seasons 1 and 2, they've managed to transfer onto season 3, thankfully. The absolute beauty of this TV show is who you're rooting for in the TV show is never clear cut. As I said, you think you're going to be rooting for the good guy, but sometimes you find yourself rooting for the bad guy, and there are reasons to that. Number 4, Orange is the New Black, season 5.
We want justice.
So Orange is the New Black is set in a women's prison in America. Just that sentence alone, you already know it's going to make for some fantastic viewing. What has really drawn me to this TV show and ensured that I have remained a loyal viewer from season 1 through to season 5 is the candid dynamics between the groups of women in that prison. You have white supremacists, you have the blacks, you have Latinos, you have the senior inmates, you have the guards, and them trying to cohabit in one confined space is just like a pressure cooker. And what's really interesting is just the constant shift of power between the groups. One group will have the upper hand one day, and then the balance completely shifts to the other group. And there are some really serious themes represented in this TV show, but they're kind of wrapped up in good humour and very interesting and unique storylines. Again, with this TV show, because it's season 5, I was really thinking how much longer can they kind of drag this TV show on, and it did take me a few episodes to get into season 5. What really carried me through the season was not necessarily the storyline that was happening within the prison, but it was mainly the characters themselves. It was their personal storylines that really pulled it together, and in a way you find yourself being more loyal to the characters than to the TV show, if that makes any sense. And last but not least, Game of Thrones, season 7.
I was born to rule the 7 kingdoms.
It's kind of like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, but in a TV show form. Just think fantasy, plot twists, history, interesting characters, and magic. And this has to be one of my favourite TV shows of all time. To the point where it's got me watching fan theories on YouTube, trying to figure out what's happening next, what's come before, what's going on. And what constantly amazes me about this TV show is just how rich the story is. The storylines, the backstories, the Easter eggs hidden within each and every episode. Okay, so my dumbass camera totally conked out and I didn't even realise. So just to finish this off, because so much is going on with the storyline, it's sometimes hard to keep up, but things like the special effects, the costumes, the extensive cast, and things like dragons keep me peeled to the TV. Look, if you don't like fantasy and lore, then this probably isn't a TV show for you, but there is a reason why it's the most expensive TV show produced. So guys, if you have enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Comment down below what your favourite TV show is, because I'm always out there trying to expand my repertoire of TV shows to watch. So please let me know if there are any interesting ones that I should check out. And also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you in my next video. Okay, let's do this. Welcome to another Thoughtscapes. Whoa. Ooh. Ah! Pumped. There's a Lakers fan out there, huh? No. Oh.